evening, everybody, and welcome to this breaking news edition of the Sports Box. I am Mike Galetta, aka Hammonton Mike, where the Sports Box is the only opinion is right here. Two things that are going on in the world of sports today. Unfortunately, head coach Scotty Brooks of the Oklahoma City Thunder was fired today. I think unjustly. Oklahoma City had a lot of injuries this year. Kevin Durant was out for a long period of time. Westbrook was out for a long period of time. But unfortunately, Scotty Brooks got the axe today, so they'll have to move on from there, and we'll let you know if something changes. Greg Hardy, Dallas Cowboys linebacker, newly signed, domestic violence case last year. Unfortunately, was suspended 10 games today. Unbelievable. The $11 million mistake for Jerry Jones. People don't know what Dallas is going to do now, but if you didn't think Jerry Jones has a rabbit up his hat or rabbit up his sleeve, it's definitely something I think that's going to happen with Jerry Jones. He'll definitely pull a linebacker from somewhere. And the Adrian Peterson thing, I do not think is dead. So, going to be interesting to see what happens in Dallas. Larry Fitzgerald made it public that he does want out of Arizona. So that's going to be interesting too to see if gets any trade offers, any movement with that, to see where he goes. We'll keep up to date here. Russell Wilson, quarterback of Seattle, also had came out and said today it's not out of the realm of possibility that he tries to play baseball as well. I think he's crazy. 2 out of the 3 years he's had success in the league individually, and not just with Seattle. I don't know reason for that, but you know what? He wants to give it a try. Hey, go for him. The NFL schedules we wanted to get to too. We are going to be evaluating them in the next couple days here at the Sports Box. We're going to have a show on Saturday morning. I'm going to try to get it on Friday night, but it should be Saturday morning for you. Going to have the National League first and then the American League in the football realm of the NFL schedules. We're going to give you team-by-team breakdowns of what their records are going to be. We're going to try to break down the teams individually to see how the time goes on it, but we're going to try to break everything down for you so you'll know your NFL team. You'll know what team that you like out there. We're going to have it for you here on the Sports Box. I have 2 interviews going on next week with the Sports Box. We're going to have John Scola here. Boxing enthusiast. He watches boxing a lot. One of the informants of Hammonton for boxing. I'm going to try to have him on the show, talk about the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight coming up in 10 days. I think that's going to be interesting. A lot of people, a little bit of breakdown. I've got a couple questions for the Pacquiao fight. They want to hear about it. So just like I always tell you, you give the questions. I'm going to see if I can get it in for you. So we're going to have that next week. And I've also secured an interview next week. The Sports Box will be on location Wednesday night in Turnersville at the House of Brews. I'm going to be talking to Brian Stertari, one-time WIP host of the afternoon show. He is now the beat writer for the Philadelphia Flyers. I'm going to have him. I'm going to talk to him about the Flyers a little bit and also the NFL draft. So stay tuned for that. The Sports Box getting a little crazy going on location, which we're going to use in a couple weeks as well. So getting it out there, getting some people active. Again, all these interviews are pending. Me talking to them and getting some stuff set up, but doing my best for you at the Sports Box, get things active for you. Love your questions, love your questions, love your comments to me. Keep them coming. mgaletta@comcast.net. Remember, the Sports Box, the only opinion that matters, is right here. Keep an eye out, guys. Next week, the NFL Draft Special. We got to cast the characters for that. We're going to have a good time with it. Take care.